weather model आपका forecast कुछ और बताएगा. Maybe it's saying that it's going to recurve, but the other model might say कि it's going to disappear.
When you were sailing, was voyage optimization specialist even a thing?
When we have the characteristics of the vessel, we convert it into a digital twin. I have actually come across masters who have been so rude to me on the mail, saying that who are you to advise me how the vessel should proceed.
Captain Ketan Bhatia has spent more than a decade commanding tankers before crossing to the other side of the conversation. He now works in voyage optimization and vessel performance. And in this episode, we get into what weather routing actually is, why is it not same as the voyage optimization, where the real returns hide, and what makes this system difficult to get right in the first place. Morning, Ketan sir.
Morning, Shankar.
Welcome to the Maritribe One podcast.
All right, thank you for having me here, Shankar.
You spent more than a decade on navigational bridge. What's the worst piece of routing advice you received?
All right. So, in my, I would say, 20 years of sailing, I have come across various situations, but I would say the worst routing decision that I did come across was where one of these service providers, they asked my vessel to keep proceeding through low pressures, having a wave height of above 10 meters, which was impractical. It does not make sense because safety was going for a toss, and routing was basically done based on algorithm, which was actually putting the vessel and the crew at risk. I think overlooked by the team sitting ashore.
आपने pushback
So pushback, yes, this is where they say कि master's authority has to come in, in place. In the end, you are the one who's going to take a decision, which is either going to break your ship or keep your vessel safe. I did my own, judgment, did my own review of the weather. I just overlooked that routing advice that I got from the service provider, looked at the alternatives, reduction of speed, alteration of course, and we kept the vessel safe and passed that low pressure safely, I would say.
आपने रिपोर्ट किया था क्या टू द वेदर रूटिंग
Of
सर्विस
course,
दैट
मैंने कहा यार तुम लोग बैठे ashore. Of course, you are experts. You must be having routing, advisors sitting ashore. But are you actually seeing what the master is going to experience on the ship? Because हर service provider के weather models बने होते हैं, and the patterns may be differing. You might see a different pattern for some for a different weather model, but actually the mariners who are there on board, they feel the consequences. So I feel the weather model does play a big role in determining if the forecast is actually going to be accurate and help the master make the appropriate decisions.
when you use the word weather models, are you referring to weather forecast?
Yes. So weather models is weather forecast. We have different weather models. Let's take an example of a storm or a hurricane which is developing. कुछ weather model आपका forecast या trajectory कुछ और बताएगा. Maybe it's saying that it's going to recurve, but the other weather model might say कि नहीं भाई, within 2 days it's going to disappear. So it matters a lot. And again,
Okay.
weather models can give different wind force and wave heights that can actually make an influence on your routing decision.
When you are on the navigation bridge, how many different sources do you get this weather model inputs from? And if there are competing ones, then how do you kind of say कि अब करना क्या है?
In fact, the olden days you had the EGC. It's still valid. The EGC weather faxes that we are getting. We get the Navtex warnings. Nowadays we have the service providers. The routing service providers who are actually giving you real time forecast. So it's better to look at the various forecasts that you're getting from various sources, and then take a collective decision that this could be the best for my vessel, and my vessel can safely pass through.
Okay. So weather models are weather forecast, and there is a high likelihood that you have competing inputs. And as a master, you take, or the navigation team takes that call on किसका
Exactly.
सुनना है.
किसका सुनना है? उसका सुनना है कि आपकी एंड में अपनी खुद की करनी है. That is also very important.
Okay. Okay. All right. You've been ashore for 4 years now?
About 6 years now.
6 years now. Okay.
Yep.
So most masters who come ashore, they tend to become like marine superintendents or join
Right.
on the port captains and such. When you were sailing, was voyage optimization specialist even a thing?
Very good question, Shankar. उस टाइम पे ये concept था ही नहीं. In fact, this concept has just gained traction, or I would say gained popularity in the last 4 to 5 years. These terminologies, weather routing, watch optimization, वो terms नहीं थे उस time पे. It was just pure आपको weather forecast आ रहा है and the vessel has to keep moving. There is a lot of I would say savings that you can get when you're actually optimizing a voyage. When you say optimizing voyage, there's a lot of commercials. You're taking everything into account. वेदर राउटिंग इज बेसिकली आप सिर्फ अपने वेसल को आप सेफली सीट सेफली फ्रॉम पॉइंट ए टू पॉइंट बी अवॉइडिंग द वेदर. उस टाइम पे मैंने ये सोचा नहीं था कि ऐसा कुछ होगा एंड आई विल बी गेटिंग इनटू लाइन वेयर आई वुड बी लुकिंग एट वेदर राउटिंग एंड वॉच ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. ये जब सोच आई है, दैट इज व्हेन आई ट्रांजिशन अशोर एंड दैट इज वेयर I was looking around in the market, and this is something that came up. So this was a bit intriguing and very exciting for me. I thought, let's try this out. And here I am, almost 5 years into this profession now.
Okay, let's start with the very basic. How would you break down?
Hmm.
Let's think of a fifth engineer. If you had to explain to him weather routing and voyage optimization, so how would you go about it?
Okay, so let's let's break it down to a layman, like you said, fifth engineer को बताते हैं कि when you say weather routing, normal routing where you are trying to keep your vessel safe to avoid the weather, you are proceeding at a fixed speed and a consumption, a charter party speed and consumption that you've been given by the charterers to follow, and that is what you are trying to follow and keep the vessel safe, trying to avoid the weather. Minor alterations here and there. Low pressure बढ़ गया है. Let's take the vessels slightly north or slightly south, just to keep the vessel away from the maximum impact of the low pressure that is forming. That is a normal weather routing जो आपने सिर्फ vessel को safely point A से point B आप लेके गए हैं. Now when you come to voyage optimization, you are not only keeping the vessel safe, avoiding the bad weather, but you're also trying to keep the commercials intact. आप सारे commercials भी देख रहे हो. You're looking at the cost, the fuel cost, the higher cost. You're looking at that. You're looking at the operational constraints कि भाई ETA है या you have to keep the vessels slow speed पे जाना है, eco speed पे जाना है. The commercials intact, trying to have the least cost on a route, लेस फ्यूल कंजम्पशन, बिकॉज आई थिंक आज के टाइम में जो आपके जियोपॉलिटिकल सिनेरियो चल रहा है, योर फ्यूल कंजम्पशन इज वन व्हिच इज under a lot of scrutiny. It affects the whole vessel, including the machinery as well, because agar done in a proper way, if the route is followed, if the advice is followed in a proper way, so I would say you would save costs overall on your voyage, as well as you keeping a machinery intact and keeping the vessel safe.
You a few minutes back you were explaining me the olden ways of planning and navigation,
Right.
and what I got from there was there are navtex and certain standard inputs you used to get,
Right.
and then you would plan as a navigation team which course to take.
Exactly.
How is weather routing different from that way of working?
So in olden days, like I said, you used to get these in the outputs आते थे bridge पे. You had these fax machines, the Navtex warning, the EGC printers, जहाँ से आपके एक written में आपको print out warning आ जाएगी कि भाई this is the forecast for the next 4 days. Let's say example एक hurricane form हो रहा है कहीं पर, and उसकी warning आपको आ रही है written में, आपको print out आ गया, you're looking at the warning. Now you're going on the chart, plotting those positions कि next 24 hours में that hurricane center is going to be here. आगे जाके next 48 hours में ऐसा होगा. Now that impact with the weather routing coming into the picture has actually turned into a visualization mode where the routing service providers, they're actually giving you that impact. They're sending you route advices on a PDF, and they're actually giving HTML files where you can actually input that on your bridge equipment. You can actually visualize key with respect to that hurricane forming. Is my vessel going to move? Yes, exactly, on the ECDIS. So ECDIS पे है, आप ECDIS पे आप उसको उस फाइल को import कर सकते हो. You can actually see how the vessel is going to move, where the vessel is going to be with respect to that hurricane pattern, how the hurricane is going to move. So that is going to help. It actually helps the mariners make a more informed decision with the advanced tools that weather routing and watch optimization is coming with. You can actually visualize and you can actually see ki, yes, my vessel can pass safely. I think those combination of factors that are coming in from the weather service providers are actually helping the mariners nowadays making more accurate, safe, and much more informed decisions.
All right. So it's I mean, the way I have understood, it's a lot more visual and accurate depiction of what is going to happen, which helps form a better decision. Okay.
Right.
And if say a vessel is subscribed to a voyage optimization service, on the engine side, how does it impact me? How does it change what I do and how I do?
Okay, so now when we come to the ninja side, again, very important because I would say let's put it this a bridge decision that is coming in, which is which is not very good, or you would say the routing advice that is not very good is directly going to affect the engine for sure. Because like I mentioned, watch optimization, आपको advise of watch optimization क्या आती है? We are actually trying to advise the vessel to proceed at different speeds on various legs, trying to keep the vessel safe, looking at the economics, including your fuel cost and higher cost. So वो सब लेके जब हम advise करते हैं in our voyage optimization, we are trying to advise the vessel to proceed at various speeds, and subsequently that will be affecting the engine because there will be constant adjustment of RPM. आप RPM adjust करते रहोगे. So agar, if that decision is not that good, if that decision says you have to continuously change your RPM within say 12 hours or within the next 24 hours, आप यही करते रहोगे, so that will affect the engine for sure. That is going to affect the wear and tear of the engine, of the machinery. The weather routing advice has to be such that it does not put load on the engine as well, because I have seen instances where I've got a route advice where the routing advice asked us to change the RPM every 6 to 8 hours. I mean, that was impractical. I said, at one point, you want me to go at like, say, 24 tons per day consumption. And in the next 6 hours, you want me to increase the consumption to 36 tons. I mean, that does not make sense. So when you're making a bridge decision, it has to be in such a way that, the engine is not getting loaded as well. And at the same time, you are meeting the optimization advice that is coming to you on the ship. Because if you do not follow that, then the whole idea of optimization goes for a toss.
So when you're doing voyage optimization, do you also have the make of the engine? Or do you know the say specific characteristics of a certain engine, how it is going to behave? Is that taken into consideration, or that
Yes.
is left to the vessel? Oh, okay.
No. So okay, good. Well, this is a very important question, because now when we are talking about these parameters, we'll get into a bit of technical now. The model that we talk about, the digital twin that we are saying, is that when we have to do optimization for a vessel, it's very important to have an accurate model, or a close enough model of the vessel. We
Okay.
say model, we are trying to look at the full characteristics of the vessel, including the engine. Like you said, the engine make, or the kilowatts, the power, everything has to be taken into consideration, because then that will give us a more accurate model to play with, and at the same time optimize that vessel based on that similar model. So when we have the characteristics of the vessel, we convert it into a digital twin where we have all the parameters of that vessel, and on that twin we are actually giving the route advice. And if that twin is not accurate, then the accuracy goes up and down. And optimization accuracy is very important, because your performance matters, and the route advice actually matters on that performance.
तो आपके पास कोई वेसल आता है,
Hmm.
तो सबसे पहले उसका डिजिटल ट्विन बनता है क्या?
Yes, exactly. Okay, again, here we go. So now when we say weather routing ke liye aata hai, so we have generic models. We can actually assign a generic model which is closed. That is not much of an issue, because उसकी fixed speed और consumption होगी, वो जाएगा से 13 knots पे उसको करना है, 13 knots, same dead weight, same draft. So आराम से that is not an issue. But when you say voyage optimization, यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा accurate होना पड़ेगा. में आप, like I said, it matters if your model is, you cannot say 100% similar होगा, it's not possible, but जितनी accuracy close to the actual vessel हो सकती है, that is very important, because then your optimization can actually affect or actually give results that you expect the routing advice to give. So in this case, when the vessel comes on board for optimization, we create a digital twin for that vessel. We try to make it as close as possible to that vessel, and then the route advice is given basis the limitations or the speed and consumptions of that vessel. तो जब आप स्पीड रेंज भी देते हो, तो आपको यू हैव टू मेक श्योर कि द वेसल कैन एक्चुअली डू दैट स्पीड रेंज. आई मीन, आप इम्प्रैक्टिकल स्पीड रेंज दोगे, वेसल बोलेगा मैं तो कर ही नहीं पा रहा भाई, आपने मुझे बोला 40 नॉट्स, आई कैन नॉट इवन गो अबाउट 30 नॉट्स. सो दैट इज वेयर ऑप्टिमाइजेशन में ही डिजिटल ट्विन मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस.
तो आपके पास वो इनपुट भी होता है क्या कि एज पर चार्टर पार्टी एक पर्टिकुलर वेसल को क्या स्पीड
Yes.
इज अलाउड?
Yes.
So you will have to keep that constraint when you are
Exactly.
giving advice.
Exactly. So we have to keep those constraints in mind. नहीं तो आप advice दोगे and vessel says I can't do this. So that confidence is lost. The vessel will say,
Okay.
यार, I mean, who are these guys sitting ashore giving us advice? उनको पता ही नहीं हमारा मेरा जहाज कर क्या सकता है. So on what basis are they giving me advice? How can I trust these guys?
Acha, okay. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Uh,
Right.
uh, what are the three core inputs that goes into weather routing?
Over the time मैंने यही तीन चीजें हैं कि first of all, very importantly, आपका weather forecast. You should have that confidence on the weather forecast because वही आपका baseline है. उसी के basis पे आप advise करने वाले हो किसी vessel को कि भाई this is how your vessel is going to behave. It has to be accurate. Confidence level has to be there. Vessel बोलेगा यार आपने advise किया था as per your advice मुझे यहाँ मिलना चाहिए था Beaufort 5 and wave height of about 2 meters. यहाँ तो मेरे को 7 मिल रहा है. मेरे वेव हाइट तो चढ़ गए मेरा जहाज आगे जा ही नहीं पा रहा है. So that is the first thing to look at is a weather forecast. So it
Okay.
is always better to have a secondary weather source, a recognized weather source. Secondly, operational constraints क्या हैं आपके? Is it ETA, or is it fuel fuel savings करनी है या आपको to reduce the cost of the overall voyage? So that is very important. That is something that the router has to look at or the team has to look at, when giving a route advice. मान लो अब जैसे ऑपरेटर कम्स टू सेइंग यार मेरा जहाज जा रहा है और उसको ईटी कंस्ट्रेंट है, उसको नेक्स्ट पोर्ट पे ये सो एंड सो डेट एंड टाइम पे पहुंचना है, ले कैन पकड़ना है उसको. लेकिन आपने उसको इग्नोर कर दिया, आपने वो देखा ही नहीं और आपने उसको राउट करते गए अपने ही स्पीड कंजम्पशन पे, और एंड में जाके उसने वो डिले हो गया बेचारा, उसने ले कैन मिस कर दिया. So these are important things that to look at कि operational constraints क्या हैं, and at the same time you should be in constant touch with the operator as well कि basically informed of everything that is being related to the vessel. कि आपने स्पीड चेंज की है, आपने कोर्स ऑल्टरेशन बोला है, आपने बोला है कि भाई कंजम्पशन बढ़ा. So all these parameters or all these advices that are going to the vessel have to be informed to the operators. Third aspect that we discussed was the vessel model. Like we said, vessel model has to be very accurate. जब आप ऑप्टिमाइजेशन कर रहे हो, बिकॉज ऑल योर रूट एडवाइजेस, जो भी आपकी स्पीड चेंजेस या कोर्स ऑल्टरेशंस या जो भी आपका कंजम्पशन जा रहा है, दैट इज बेस्ड ऑन दैट मॉडल. तो आपकी रूट एडवाइस इज एज गुड एज जीरो. कुछ फायदा नहीं आपको भेजने का, डज नॉट मेक सेंस. So these are very important things to look at. These three factors are something that I've always stressed on, and I feel this will help in the routing being more effective.
ऐसा पॉसिबल है क्या कि एक वेसल हैज ओनली कम टू यू फॉर वेदर राउटिंग एंड और ओनली फॉर वॉयज ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, एंड व्हाट डज
Yes,
इट मीन in terms of your deliverables when a vessel is only for, say, voyage optimization?
right.
How does it change?
So when a vessel comes to us for weather routing, we usually call it one time charter or one voyage charter. Usually we have one or two vessels coming in. They just come for one voyage and that's it. They want, say, suppose a transatlantic or trans-Pacific voyage hai, they want the vessel to safely pass. They appoint us and they say कि भाई ये vessel है. अगर कोई constraints होते हैं, like ETA constraint हो गया है, they want the vessel to reach so and so at the discharge port and within a certain time frame. That is where we go in for optimization, where we say ET optimization, या just in time arrival करते हैं हम, where we try to route the vessel. इसमें आपकी speed consumption will get affected because you're going to be asking the vessel to proceed at various speeds again, but you're targeting the ETA. You're not looking at the voyage cost.
That is the primary metric you are
Exactly.
optimizing for कि मेरे को
Exactly.
मेरा ETA meet करना है
Yeah.
in the
So
weather routing.
हाँ, तो
हाँ.
अब जब आप बोलते हो ETA मीट करना है, तो वो वेदर राउटिंग में नहीं आएगा. वेदर राउटिंग आप उसको साइड में रख दो. We are just
अच्छा.
talking about ETA will come in under optimization. So optimization has like 2 points. एक हो गया आपका ETA optimization और एक हो गया आपका cost optimization. Where you want the whole voyage to be optimized. आप बोलोगे कि यार मेरे को ये voyage है मेरी, usually it is the ballast leg होती है, कि आप बोल रहे हो कि मेरी ये voyage है. I want the vessel to burn the least fuel and I have time. मेरे को कोई ETA constraint नहीं है, आराम से मेरे को नेक्स्ट पोर्ट में पहुंचना है. You make sure that the vessel can proceed safely, burning the least fuel and giving me the most profitable route या the least cost route. मुझे इस voyage में इतने ज़्यादा पैसे खर्च नहीं करने हैं, so just make sure you optimize the route accordingly. Various terms होते हैं इनको refer करने के लिए. You can call it the most profitable route or the least cost route or the smart optimization. That is where you give the vessel advice on various speeds. एक fixed speed पे आप नहीं भेजोगे जहाज को. You'll try to minimize the fuel consumption as much as possible.
All of this, we are in the voyage optimization bucket right now.
Yes, in the voyage optimization bucket.
Okay.
Secondly, like I said, the ETA optimization. जहां आपने target दे दिया है, भाई I want my vessel to reach so and so port in so and so time and date. You make sure that the vessel reaches that ETA थोड़ा उसके आसपास या थोड़ा उसके पहले. So that is where the second optimization is ETA optimization, जहां आप vessel को advise करोगे again at various speeds and consumptions, making sure that your end goal is to meet that ETA जो आपको operator ने दिया हुआ है. So you do that. So these are only the optimization bucket जहां आपका smart optimization हो गया, ETA optimization हो गया. And then we come
Okay.
to weather routing, which is different. Weather routing में
Okay.
आपने आपको fixed period consumption पे उसने लोड कर लिया है, उसको 13 नॉट्स में मैंने इंस्ट्रक्ट किया है जाने के लिए. आप मेक श्योर करो कि वो आराम से पहुंच जाए, उसको वेदर ना मिले, इट कैन अवॉइड वेदर एंड हैवी वेदर इफेक्ट्स, एंड ज्यादा उसको डिविएशन ना करना पड़े या उसको ज्यादा स्पीड रिडक्शन ना करना पड़े. बस he has to maintain those 13 knots, he has to try and maintain those 13 knots, try to take him through good weather, make sure उसको heavy weather का impact ना मिले. So that is where weather routing comes into play, where you are actually routing a actually routing a vessel and making sure that within that जो आपको पैरामीटर दिया है 13 knots उसको मेंटेन करने ही करने हैं. You are trying to route the vessel accordingly and making sure that you don't exceed the consumption as per the charter party, and also trying to make sure that उसको weather ऐसा मिले कि she gets good currents. ठीक है, उसको आगे से swell ना मिले, अगर ज्यादा impact ना हो, safety भी आपको ध्यान में रखनी है. But at the same time, you cannot ask the vessel to make too many adjustments also in the consumption and the speed, because उसको fixed speed and consumption दिया हुआ है. And that is actually going to help in determining if the vessel is actually underperforming or not.
Okay. Let's take an example to maybe understand weather routing even better. Imagine it's a ship leaving from, say, Singapore to Rotterdam in the monsoon season.
Right.
What does a weather aware route look like compared to a shortest distance route?
Okay. So good scenario, Singapore to Rotterdam. Yes, in the monsoon season, the Arabian Sea is going to be heavily affected for sure with the southwesterly monsoon. When you are routing the vessel, when the vessel is going across the Indian coast through the Arabian Sea, and that is where you don't want the vessel to go directly through the Arabian Sea. Are we taking the South African coast or are we going through Suez Canal? What is it going to be like?
Suez Canal.
Okay, great, fantastic. So now when you're going through the Suez Canal, again, I've seen vessels being very conservative as well. 4 meter ki waves hain, I cannot do it. Please route my vessel accordingly. We have had to route the vessel in such a way ki we are keeping the vessel away from that 4 meter patch, 4 meter wave height ka patch. We try to, I have actually done vessels where I've seen making zigzag maneuvers. I've actually done a routing where मैंने zigzag maneuver करके मैंने भेजा है just to keep the vessel safe, making sure that the impact is not coming directly on the on the head or on the bow or on the beam, because beam that is the worst effect that you can ever have, especially with the monsoon season coming into place. That rolling effect is just going to it's going to the most uncomfortable effect you can have on board. सामान इधर से उधर जा रहा है, things are flying here and there, so that is the worst effect that can happen, and that is something you don't want it to happen on any ship. There have been times that I've actually asked vessels to wait off the Sri Lankan coast at times कि भाई wait करो, let the weather improve, because ये बहुत बड़ा patch जा रहा है, इसको pass होने दो, and then you gradually, or you slow down, or you proceed at a reduced speed, just to make sure that you don't actually get into the center of that low pressure.
Let's take one more example.
Sure.
Say it's a Aframax voyage from Middle East to Rotterdam.
Right.
And you have a fuel bill. And how would, say, taking up a weather routing service, how much would it actually move the needle, save, actually help in saving?
So, okay, Aframax voyage, let's say Aframax usually average consumption 35 to 40 tons per लो, ballpark figure लेते हैं, 40 tons per day if the Aframax is consuming. The metrics, if it's a long voyage, 25 to 30 days की voyage पकड़ लो, if it's heavily loaded, fully laden Aframax जा रहा है. So 25 days में the voyage, the fuel cost almost goes close to $1 million अगर हम पकड़ें roughly. But अगर आप weather routing पकड़ते हो, if that vessel takes weather routing and actually follows the advice that the service providers are giving, because like I said, जो आपको advice आ रही है, that is based on real time weather forecast. It is not based on historical data, it is real time forecast आ रहा है, next 7 to 9 days आपको पता है कि ये forecast होने वाला है. So if you take that advice, I think you can actually save 3 to 7%. पकड़ लो 3 to 7%, let's say. You can actually save on that fuel. You can actually save on the fuel cost, because you're trying to take the vessel through good weather. Again, depends if the vessel is actually following. कभी कभी masters are pretty skeptical. So master will say कि नहीं भाई, मेरे experience से मैं पिछली बार इस ship पे था, मैं इतना नीचे नहीं जाऊंगा. I cannot take that southerly latitude or northerly latitude. I don't want to go there. But then you have to, try to get the master to understand कि भाई, this optimized route is taking everything into account. We are not going to put you through unsafe conditions. We are going to make sure that the vessel is passing safely. That is very important for us as routers also, to ensure that masters are ready to follow our routes, because कभी कभी it gets very difficult, and then we have to tell the commercial operator कि भाई ये तो नहीं follow कर रहा है, अब क्या करना है बताओ. Now in this case again, you have operators sitting who are बेचारे, they are not sailors, and they'll be like यार जो master बोल रहा है करने दो, follow what master is saying. ठीक है, if that is the case, then we are going to do what the master is telling, whatever route the master has given us. That difference is
Okay, so
always there.
there's a bit of trust building that is happening in this communication.
Yes, absolutely. Trust is the most important factor. It is sometimes it gets so difficult to assure the master and the commercial operator कि भाई हम जो बता रहे हैं आपके भले के लिए बता रहे हैं. We have the tools, we have the expertise. I have actually come across masters who have been so rude to me on the mail, saying that who are you to advise me how the vessel should proceed. तू है कौन? तो मैंने यार मैं कोई नहीं हूँ. मैं ना ही तेरा ऑपरेटर हूँ, मैं ना ही तेरा कुछ तेरे घर वाला हूँ. आई एम जस्ट हियर टू advise you as a from a safety viewpoint, and for making sure that your commercials are taken care of.
You mentioned in between that it would be about 3 to 7% say for
Yeah.
Aframax voyage, which is
Yeah.
say $35,000 to say $60,000.
Right.
If I have to take somewhere in between, say $50,000 for a certain voyage from Middle East to Rotterdam, how much does weather routing itself cost as a ship owner to me? What sort of ROI am I looking?
So weather routing cost today's times, basically a voyage अगर आप आजकल market में भी देखो, somewhere around $500. The owner just or the owner or the commercial operator just has to shell out those $500, and he can actually save a lot. Like we just discussed. हमने एक voyage की बात की थी, that 3 to 7% savings on one voyage. When you say ROI की आप बात करो, तो yes, it definitely makes a difference अगर आप weather routing advice के लिए जाओ. Versus sometimes when you don't go for weather routing advice, there have been instances जब last minute पे एक operator उठा है कि अरे मेरा vessel तो घुस गया है, low pressure में मैं क्या करूं अभी. So there you're losing out basically. You're losing out on your time. You're asking the vessel to deviate drastically. That increases your consumption. That increases your time. You might miss the lake as well. Safety तो already आपकी compromise हो चुकी है. So like I said, if you take weather routing advice, तो आपका ROI definitely makes a difference.
It's almost a no-brainer, right?
Absolutely. It's absolutely no brainer, because that is what I'm saying. Out of experience की बात है, because when I've seen vessels doing a trans-ocean passage and they know कि भाई weather खराब होने वाला है, उन्होंने assess किया situation, they straight away say यार weather routing भी डाल दो, मेरा vessel को आराम से आप पहुंचा दो.
Few questions back, you explained to me कि voyage optimization is primarily two branches. There's the cost optimization, and then there is the ET optimization. We
Right.
discussed the weather routing aspect, which was
Right.
operator coming to you and saying that I want to have so and so speed. Now you
Right.
advise me on what sort of coordinates should I follow so that I can maintain that speed.
Correct.
So what I've understood is, in the case of weather routing, you advise. Let's just assume, for the sake of this conversation, that the master is on board with whatever you're saying.
Right.
Okay, and then in the case of weather routing, you advise him on the waypoints to follow to maintain a certain speed. In the
Right.
case of voyage optimization, it is waypoints plus between those waypoints what speeds to
Yes.
follow.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Sir, which are the different players in this space? And say, if you are a ship owner, how do you choose one? What are the criteria that you keep?
Okay, so now when I am a ship owner and if I have to choose, definitely my criteria is that I'll have to see how good that service provider is. If I just want weather routing, I can go to anybody and I will just look at the cost. मैं तो देखूंगा मुझे कहाँ से सबसे सस्ता मिल सकता है. पकड़ लिया मैंने कहा यार make sure my vessel reaches safely. लेकिन जब हम ऑप्टिमाइजेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, when we're looking at voyage optimization, here I would want to see कि can the service provider give that savings जो मुझे चाहिए. When I'm going for optimization, I'm going with a target. मेरे can he show me in the end कि भाई आपने हमारा route follow किया है, आपने हमारी advice follow की है, you've got these savings. If I'm a diligent owner, diligent operator also who wants to just make sure I'm on top of the game. So in this case, I would want a nice little मेरे को dashboard मिल जाए, मुझे system मिल जाए देखने के लिए. I can just see how my vessel is proceeding from point A to point B. Is my vessel actually performing the way that I've asked the vessel to perform? Is it a prompt service hai ki nahi? I have to look at all these factors for sure. So when I'm making a judgment, when I'm going for a, I would say good or decent weather service provider, I have to make sure that these services are being taken care of.
Let's come to the topic of CII. How how does say smart voyage optimization and weather routing alone? Do you think it alone can move a rating D to a rating C, or without any technical retrofits?
Definitely. I would say in today's times of decarbonization, जो आप बोल रहे हो, and emissions reduction, and where you want the vessels to go green. That I think where optimization plays a big role because you're looking at all the parameters. You're also looking at the emissions when you're actually trying to see कि भाई इसकी rating कैसे improve कर सकते हैं. Where you advise the vessel to proceed at eco speed, super slow steaming करो, save on your fuel, save on your emissions, reach in time, don't waste time standing at the anchorage. So that makes a difference. So optimization definitely helps a lot in reducing emissions as well.
Is voyage optimization a more expensive service to subscribe to compared to
Yes,
weather routing?
absolutely because आपकी monitoring जो होती है वो voyage optimization में increase हो जाती है because you have to continuously monitor that the vessel is actually, like I said, the vessel has to actually follow your advice to the T, be it in terms of speed, consumption, route, waypoints follow कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा. You have to make sure everything is being taken care of. कि जहाँ थोड़ा सा deviate हुआ, you have to catch the vessel. Why are you deviating? And monitoring is very important. That is why watch optimization is definitely much more costly.
The ETA targets that have to be
ETA
met.
हो या cost हो,
Cost. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All
exactly,
right.
exactly.
Now let's look at employability in this domain. You're the team lead. What sort of talent could
Definitely.
aspire to come into such this nature of work?
I would definitely prefer having navigational officers, but at the same time, even engineers, I would say, because then the engineers would have a different level of expertise. So that way, even the engineers can come into the picture and then they can actually learn more about the navigation side, plus bring their experience of maybe the performance of the vessel. So that will be like a double bonus, we can say.
So these are the two essentially. Not a non-mariner can't.
No,
It would.
non-mariner, then you'll have to start from scratch. Some service providers do have non-mariners sitting. They are trusting the algorithm blindly, I would say. In that case, they don't have that experience. उनको नहीं पता होगा ship कैसा होगा, कैसा behave करेगा. And अलग ship model is going to behave differently in different weathers. I mean, not every ship is going to behave the same. Bulk carrier might behave differently, container might behave differently. Without understanding कि vessel सही में कर पाएगा कि नहीं कर पाएगा. So that means the over reliance on the algorithm is going to be too much. And that
Fair
is going to
enough.
be difficult.
Any contrarian take on voyage optimization? Maybe more like say something that the industry lies to itself about voyage optimization.
The biggest lie I would say is system अगर बहुत सही हो गया ना तो मतलब perfect हो जाएगा एकदम. System पे you give us the best system and things will work smoothly. No, voyage optimization is not a tool. It's actually a process. Monitoring the vessel, advising the vessel, giving that manual inputs where required to make sure that that system is actually giving the right advice or not. Like I said, एक बार आपका algorithm कभी-कभी algorithm हमेशा perfect नहीं हो सकता है. That algorithm might give wrong advices also. Even now, the manual intervention is required. You cannot replace them. You can assist them, but you cannot replace them.
The human in the loop stays.
Absolutely, the human has to be there. Human के बिना काम नहीं होगा.
Okay. Wonderful. I mean, I just I feel both these terms, I would often conflate these. I don't think I had a very black and white picture. And thank you so much for dumbing it down so much, for breaking it down so much, and help me visualize through the examples that we took, through the dollar value that we connected.
Right.
Thank you so much, Ketan sir.
Thank you, Shankar. Thank you so much for having me here, and it was wonderful interacting with you. And I think let's catch up more if we can on this.
All right, sir. Thank you
Chalo.
so much.
Thanks a lot, Shankar.
Bye.